Hey, I'm Steven. I was born into a very loving, faithful Christian home, and went to a Christian school called Calvary Chapel Christian Academy all the way up until I was 11. When I moved to Jersey in public school, that was me getting introduced to the world, and I started to learn what the world has to offer, anywhere from anything from cursing to porn to drinking and partying and all of that. And I just kind of was always hanging around it, but never actually doing it, doing alcohol or drugs or anything. But all in high school, my kryptonite was pornography. Pornography it's led me to so many deep, dark places in my life. And, I went to youth group. I served in the summer ministries here. This church has been a big part of my faith for sure. But even going to this church and being involved in it, of course, Satan is always right there with you. And I was just playing with fire with all of that. It was a week before I was about to graduate high school, and that's where I came home, and my dad had gone for biopsy, I believe, that day, and he had cancer. So I started to, have a lot of anxiety instantly, and felt like my world was crashing down on me. He was technically in remission for 1 month, and he went back to work. Then Christmas Day of still 2013, my dad woke up in the middle of the day, he was very delirious and lethargic, and my mom took him to Marlton Virtua, and they said that he had a seizure in his sleep. Fast forward again to New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, and my dad leaves my house for the final time. He was in hospice for about a week or so, and then he passed away, and he's home with the Lord now. That praise Jesus. But I never really talked about my dad's death too much. Always kind of was reserved with it, and I never got treatment, like counseling for it. When I was 24 or 25, the pandemic started, and the only thing that was open is liquor stores, but I didn't do any partying with my friends. So I partied by myself, unfortunately, in my Amazon van. Of course, so for alcohol addiction and for any addiction, nothing happens overnight. It's a slow progression. And I started to just smoke a lot of weed in my van when everything is shut down, and besides liquor stores, and I'm just a full-blown alcoholic. And I started to bring it to work because I couldn't really drink at home anymore, but that eventually didn't work either. I didn't want to just drink at work. I wanted to, I was an alcoholic, so I drank all the time. All the way up until 2022, I'm a full-blown alcoholic and addict. I went to my first rehab up in North Jersey, and I was there for 30 days. Got out. I had almost 4 months of sobriety until my first relapse. And then I found myself going back to a second rehab because my mom was going to kick me out of her house, and I had nowhere to go. I went to a rehab center in Cherry Hill, and did 30 days there. I schemed and lied so many times with my with drinking at my job. I thought I was on the top of the world, but of course I wasn't. So I went to my rehab again, and this is 10 days after I just got out of rehab. And I went back to the same rehab, and I was there for 30 days again. And this time I had to go to sober living. I lived there for a couple months, but I still found a way to drink, and I don't care about the consequences. That's how I used to be. I am not feeling right. Again, I have this like major, all of a sudden, like anxiety attack, and I went home and I hugged my mom, and I said, I want this more than I ever have. I want to be sober more than I ever have. I'm tired of having near-death experiences. I'm tired of just feeling like I'm in bondage with sin and Satan, and I want to be back in the arms of Jesus, basically. So April 14th of 2024, I rededicated my faith to the Lord. From that day all the way up until now, in March of 2025, I have 11 months sober from all substances and porn and just all the addictions that I dealt with. I'm sober from all of them by the grace of God, and all glory to God. And my faith has been so much stronger than it's been in my entire life. I'm just very happy that Jesus delivered me from addiction and sin, and I'm excited to get baptized.